that's right. I'm used to working in the dark anyway. Sometimes in the legislature, I've told people that sometimes I feel like kind of like a mushroom. You're constantly kept in the dark and then you're fed full of, I'll leave it to go with that. Want to thank you all for coming here this morning, and what we're hoping to accomplish here is to try to give you some insight as to some of the issues. Oh, that's good. Is that better? Try to give you some help in understanding some of the problems that we all have as small business owners. As you know, I've been here in Rancho Cucamonga since the very beginning. Very active with the Chamber of Commerce, local business owner myself, and served on the city council, and now been in the legislature. As being in the legislature, what I tried to bring to the legislature was a small business kind of understanding of how things work and try to solve problems. And one of the biggest challenges I've seen in the 10 years that I've been up there so far is this constant attack on the small business community of this state. And actually of this country. This kind of problems that we're having, the frivolous lawsuits that we constantly get bombarded with, whether it be because we forgot to cross a T or dot an I on our permit, or in this case here, because our mirrors happen to be 2 inches too high, or maybe it's the wrong color. I mean, there's professional people out there right now that are going around just looking for ways to attack you. And sometimes it's not even somebody that's even been into your business. And so what we're hoping to do today, we're doing a series of these workshops, is to try to help you, provide you some tools to try to help yourself a little bit. Also, too, we do have Senate Bill 1186, which is up before the legislature right now. 1186 is a very simple, I tried it last year, and I thought, well, why don't we give everybody 120 days to kind of fix whatever's wrong before you sue them. Couldn't get it out of my first committee. That shows you how bad it is up there. So I came back this year and I decided, okay, let's try 90 days. Let's see if they'll go 90 days. Now I'll probably become a little, because I know I'm going to run into an uphill battle in the committee. We'll try to put as much sunlight on this as possible so that people can actually really see the mentality of what we're dealing with here in California. And by the way, this is the reason why we're in a recession today. This state wants to recover. Okay, the country wants to recover. The country can't recover until California recovers. But until they do something about this constant pressure being put on the small business community of this state, we're just going to delay this recovery. And we're creating a lot more misery than we have to. So this bill here is 1186. It's asked for, well, how about 90 days? Now, yesterday I was presenting a bill because I tried to get the 40-hour flexible work week reestablished. Okay, and I got just constantly beat up by organized labor as to why we shouldn't do this. And one of the people that were there testifying against me, how evil you employers are. How evil you are. That you can't help but, how can you wake up in the morning thinking about, what can I do to make my employees miserable? I mean, that is really the way they talk up there. And so finally, this one guy said, because this bill here was saying, okay, if they employ 10 or under, the micro businesses, if they employ 10 or under, how about giving them the ability to have a 40-hour flexible work week without going through all this processing and everything? And no, can't do it. So I looked over at the guy and said, how about 5 employees? If I amend it to 5 employees, would that be okay? How about 3? Okay, I was prepared to go down to 1. Now, I'm doing this in the committee. I don't know, my staff may or may not put it out on YouTube yet, but it shows you the ridiculousness that we're dealing with up there. These people that are in control of the politics of this state do not care about the small business community. They don't care. You're expendable. Well, as long as I'm up there, I'm going to continue to fight for you. And because when I was down here, sitting in the Chamber of Commerce and working on the board, trying to become part of the solution, not part of the problem, that's what we're supposed to be. You need a voice. I've tried to do that. We're getting a lot of help on this. We're getting some bipartisan help, though, on SB 1186. Senator Dianne Feinstein actually sent out a letter of support. She was up in Sacramento, and she basically told the Democrats, if you don't fix it, I will. at the federal level. And so she's come on board showing some strong support specifically for this legislation, as well as some other areas. So I want to give Senator Feinstein some credit for finally somebody stepping up to the plate saying that this is wrong and needs to be fixed. And so with that, what I like to do is we're going to start our workshop here today. And I have with us David Peters. David is with the Lawyers Against Lawsuit Abuse. Now, believe it or not, there are some good attorneys out there. All right? There may be far and few between, but there are some good ones. And David happens to be one of those. And David's actually one of those rare type of attorneys that says, look, I appreciate the business you want to give me, but my job is really to keep you out of trouble. I have more fun helping you become more prosperous than trying to help you defend or having to go to court to defend you first. So with that, David, I'm going to go ahead and turn them over to you. And once again, we have some information in the that we gave you this morning, and I hope you find this to be of value. Thank you.
Thank you for the kind comments, Senator. Sounds like someone's been talking to my mother again. In those lights. Thank you all for coming. I have to tell you, I wish